Welcome back, marketers. Question of the day: how does content marketing attract potential customers? If you have been posting and posting and posting, but you're like, where are the customers? Where are the sales? Then this video is made just for you. I'm Amy Walker, Client Acquisition Specialist, and I help small business owners and entrepreneurs just like you be able to grow their business through organic marketing and consistent, predictable, scalable sales strategies. And I'm so glad that you're here today because I got some bad news and I got some good news. So the bad news is that content marketing isn't actually supposed to convert, it's supposed to attract. We need a conversion strategy to go along with your content marketing. And so if you've been posting, and you're like, I cannot figure out why we're not converting, it's because you're missing that puzzle piece. And today we're gonna just plug it in. We're gonna show you how they seamlessly work together. And it is really not gonna be that hard. So fully anticipate that things are gonna turn around from here. It's about to get so much better. All right, so here's what we're gonna do in this video today. We're gonna do a little bit of review of the basics of content marketing, then we're gonna go straight into conversion strategies. What do you actually need to have in place? How does it work? What are some things that you should be doing? And maybe what are some things you should avoid doing? And if you stick with me until the end, I'm gonna share with you my 3-2-1 engagement conversion strategy that makes a huge impact in us being able to convert more clients out of social media leads. So let's do a little bit of a review of content marketing. The very first thing we got to look at is consistency. Are you consistently producing good content? Because if your content isn't good, like do an honest self-assessment. If you looked at your own content, would you be like, yeah, I wouldn't watch that, that's junk? If so, if you're not proud of the content you're putting out, then you need to revamp that strategy right there. Or if you're showing up really inconsistently, that's the first place you got to start because that's where it's all built off of. The next thing that I want to review is making sure that you have the right types of content. So do you have awareness posts? Do you have engagement posts? Do you have educational posts? Do you have promotional posts? Do you have connection posts? And do you have authenticity posts so that you've got a wide variety of content that's designed to meet people where they're at the very beginning, which is they're not even aware that they have a problem, into giving them information, into building trust and that rapport. Are you taking your clients through the journey of, I didn't even know that I had a problem, but now I do, and now you've given me education and awareness around it, and now I know you and I trust you and I see you as an authority that I'm going to come back to time and time again, and you're giving me lots of opportunities to opt in for different things in different ways. We're drawing people in and we're moving them closer to conversion through having a more robust content strategy. But that alone is not going to do everything you need it to do. Now let's go ahead and plug in what our conversion strategy looks like on social media. I'm going to focus in here for a minute on your promotional posts because this is a really important place where we are now taking the audience that's just a set of eyeballs on social media and we're bringing them in through our funnels. So yes, I'm talking about funnels. You need them. You should have them. You've got to have some carrots that you can dangle out in front of people so that they want to opt into you. There's different types of promotional posts that you can do. So for example, you can promote events. You can promote pop-ups, you can promote discounts, you can promote strategy sessions with you. You can give free or low-cost products, free and low-cost offers, give someone a way to kind of taste test what it is that you do. So I've got a client right now who does a $1 trial membership for her membership program. They get to pay $1, they get to try it out, and they are a full access member for that 7 days. And then during that process, she is really working hard on her indoctrination series and getting them integrated into the community. They get a welcome call, they get all the things so that when that 7-day trial is done, they don't want to leave, they want to stay. They recognize that this is a great place for them to be. But first, she had to build that online space. Secondly, she had to give them an easy way to opt in and taste test. So I want you to look at the types of offers that you're doing and what you're putting out in your promotional, because if it's all the same thing all the time, I just think your people start to tune you out. If it was like, here's a great example. If every call to action that you do is like, schedule a free strategy session, let's talk, let's jump on a call, that's not going to give people a way to like taste test. Now, I do offer free strategy sessions. It's not something I talk about in every single video because not everybody is ready to like say, yes, let's make this time commitment that you and I are going to talk. And truthfully, I don't know if you're the right fit for what we're looking for. You don't know if we're the right fit for what you're looking for when we first get connected. So we want to have multiple different doors that people can go through, and we want to be promoting those surrounded by a lot of other great content. Okay, so we've covered your content strategy. We've talked about your offers. I want to dig in a little bit more to 3 different types of funnel offers that I see work really, really well. So if you don't have a funnel yet, I would consider doing a quiz funnel. This is a quiz where people get to ask questions and they get to learn about themselves, and based on what their answer is, they go in a different direction. People love a good quiz funnel. Another good funnel that is working really well right now is a free book funnel where people get your book. And by the way, they don't like when you call a PDF with 3 sheets of paper and most of its graphics. They don't want you to call that a book. That's just like a report. But people love to be able to get your book for free, and then you can give them the digital and even offer like, hey, I'll send it to you in the mail, you just pay shipping. That type of a funnel works really well. The third type of funnel that I see working great right now is a very usable tool. Something that you can give me that's going to save me time, it's going to save me energy, it's going to save me effort. The reason why these 3 are working really well right now is because we have all signed up for so many things over the years that all the free courses, all the free webinars that we have not used or shown up for, that we have a little bit of like guilt, like I can't let myself sign up for one more thing that I know I'm not going to use or get done. And so we want things that are really easy to consume and really easy to digest. So that like quick reward, low effort, high reward, that's what you want to be looking for when you're coming up with that funnel strategy. What do your clients want right now today? How can you give it to them in a really easy, time-saving way? And you'll be on the right track. If these tips are helpful for you, I would love to give you more. I have tips for days. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. Let's talk about your connection strategy next. You've got to connect with new people on social media. Social media was designed to be social, right? Like I get we all use it for business, but that was an afterthought. When they were originally creating social media, it was a place for people to come and to connect and to be socializing. So you need new connections. Now, how do you find these new connections? It depends on the platform that you're in. On Facebook, a great way to find new connections is to join groups that have your ideal audience in them. And then to create connections inside of the group before you start creating connections outside of the group. If you just go join a bunch of groups, start sending everyone requests and start pitching to them, no, you're going to be that creeper that gets kicked out of the group. But I'm going to share with you the engagement strategy in just a minute, so stick with me. If you are on Instagram or you're on TikTok, this searching is going to happen through hashtags and through topics. And then you're going to find the other people who are talking about the same conversations that you want to be a part of. And you're going to connect with them through there. If you're on LinkedIn, they make this so easy. At the very top of your profile, there's a little thing that says search, and you type in exactly the type of person that you're searching for. You can type in by state. I mean, they have some really cool filters on there. And if you're using Sales Navigator, which I personally love, then oh my goodness, the sky is the limit. You can find a cultivated list of your ideal connections. And then from there, you're going to go and start connecting with people. Now, when you are building your connections, you need to be aware that every single platform is going to have a limit. They don't want you to turn into like this spammy connection person who is constantly sending people requests and then bugging people. But there is an amount of connections that you can and should do each day to help build that audience of the right people that you want to see your stuff. The next thing that we're going to do is 3-2-1 engagement. So what this looks like is when we create a new connection, let's actually connect with them. How many of you are guilty of this, and I am too, of connecting with somebody and then like you literally never do anything after that? Like you sent the friend request and then nothing. We want to do 3-2-1 engagement, which means in the first couple of days that we're friends, let's go in there and let's like 3 of their posts, let's comment on 2, and let's engage with 1 of their stories. What that is going to allow you to do is to set the algorithm that they're people you want to see more of, and as you're engaging with their stuff, they will see then more of your stuff. So it's going to like connect the 2 accounts a little bit more strongly. That way you're going to actually have a chance at turning this into a real relationship. Which brings me to my final tip. Okay. I had the worst DM pitch experience. The worst. I was in the room with my grandmother when she was passing away. Like it's the end of her life and I'm just sitting there watching her sleep. I'm watching her labored breathing and just in this really kind of quiet, sacred space. And I got this message on Facebook and I opened it up and it was a pitch. And I scrolled back up through the history and every single thing this woman had sent me was a pitch. It was like pitch, 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 pitch. And I wrote back, and a lot of them I hadn't even responded to because most of the time I just don't respond to people's pitches. But I don't know, I had literally nothing going on except sitting there and being in that space because she was not even like present with me. And I sent back and I said, this is a really bad time for me. I'm actually with my grandmother in hospice and she's getting ready to pass away. Can I tell you what was the response that I got? She said, great, let me call you next week. And I was like, no, ma'am. Like, no, that is so impersonal. It is so unfeeling. It is so uncaring. Like I have literally zero interest in having a conversation with you now. So I share this because while that is very extreme, what is really common is people just creating a connection, creating a like very impersonal engagement with you and then sliding right into your DMs and going straight to the pitch. So when I am cultivating new relationships, that's what I look at it as, cultivating new relationships. So before I send a pitch, I actually send a message saying even like, hey, is it okay if we communicate in the DMs? Not everybody wants to. And can we get to know each other a little bit better? And if they're like, yes, let's do that, then I'm likely to send like a voice memo or make a video or something that is actually going to be personal. Now, I know when you're hearing this, you're like, but how does that scale? Well, relationships aren't scalable, but relationships are the foundation of how we build community. And I am convinced that we need far less people to be successful if we'll go deeper with the relationships that we have, instead of treating people like this commodity that's on some kind of a conveyor belt. Have I always been good at this? No. Have I tried some of those other strategies? Yes. Did they feel bad? Yes. Is that why I'm like, I'm never doing that? Yeah, you guessed it. It is. So when you are looking at your overall conversion strategy, I want you to be looking at social media as the best networking opportunity in the world, where you're going to go on and you're going to be able to find your people because that platform has segmented people for you. And you're going to be able to go on and start building friendships, start building relationships, start sharing content and cultivating a community and a tribe. And then when you start to have those relationships, now you can invite people to things. Now you can put your offers in front of them. Now you can have that conversation that they're asking a question, you're sending them a message like, hey, do you want to jump on a call and chat this through? So you can get there. Is it going to take you a little bit longer? Yeah, but are you going to have stronger? Well, actually, I don't even know that I would say it's going to take you longer. I think it takes you longer to get to the point of the relationship. But then I think once you have the relationship, the actual sale happens a lot faster. So, balance it out. Where do you want to spend your effort? If you want more help with your marketing, I highly recommend that you go download my Ultimate Marketing Calendar. It's a really cool tool. Is it one of my carrots I dangle in front of people? Yes, it is. As soon as you get it, you're going to know exactly how many leads you need to hit your sales goal. It's going to track your ROI on everything you're doing for marketing so you can see what's actually working. And it just makes your life a whole lot easier. So go grab it. I'm excited to have you come into my community and my tribe. And the next video that I want you to watch is how to fix the 5 biggest problems with your marketing. It's a 15-minute masterclass that is going to go through in depth how to build a scalable organic marketing plan. I can't wait to see you over there.